everybody, my name is DeeRanged and welcome back to a major update for Phasmophobia called Tempest. Major update version 0.8.0.0. Let's jump into it. Welcome back. We've got an update for you. With all the recent paranormal interference, the weather around certain locations has become more hazardous and intense. Ghosts have been haunting locations longer and longer each night, with some disappearing just before the sun comes up. Will you brave these new locations if I could speak English? Would you? With this update comes a host of small features, improvements, and options. Additionally, there will be another large update in the near future, 8.1, to add more features and surprises. If you are currently forcing DirectX 10, please disable this. That will possibly cause issues and crashes. You everybody hear that out there? You gotta make sure to disable that DirectX 10 or else you're gonna have some possible causes, issues, and crashes. So, we got Holiday 2022. From now until early January, you can take part in Phasmophobia's 2022 holiday event. Earn yourself a unique holiday trophy for your collection, as well as an exclusive Holiday 2022 ID card and badge. Find out information more for clicking the holiday sticker on the menu. Why the hell can't I talk? In the main menu, you say. Well, we're just gonna have to go check. We're just gonna have to check that out right now. Check it out right now. I'm gonna go take a look at it right now. Nice. Whoa, let's fix that. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Ooh, the holiday event 2022. Complete this year's holiday challenge to earn an exclusive Christmas trophy and badge. Cookies. Enter each location featuring a holiday sticker on intermediate difficulty. Collect the 6 cookies to add them to the plate. Feed the cookies to the ghost by placing it nearby. Correctly identify the ghost and leave. Enjoy the Holiday 2022 badge and trophy in your collection. Cool. Why on the intermediate? I want to do it on professional. Okay, I get this part. Okay, so you collect the cookies, you add them to the plate, and then you take the plate and you put it to the ghost nearby so it can eat the cookies. And then you identify the ghost and then leave? I guess we'll have to find out in next video. Alright, anyway, since we're done with that. Where was I? I don't know where I was. There we go. Where, spoilers, okay. That's that for the holiday sticker on the main menu. Reward changes, custom difficulty. Ooh. With the addition of custom difficulty, we've seen so many exciting, unique, and challenging games being created, but we'd like to redirect what the purpose of custom games is. And there are several reasons why. You might be in trouble. We'd like custom difficulty to be primarily used for fun and interesting games, with unique twists similar to other games with a custom games mode, without the worry of how much you're getting out of it. It's very difficult to balance each option's rewards to have a corresponding and fair reward multiplier. Because of this, it's incredibly quick to create games that are potentially much easier or faster than their default difficulty counterparts, but given the same or even more rewards, which makes the default modes redundant. With our analytics and player data, we can see that the large majority of players still play intermediate and professional. I prefer my professional. Having a set reward per custom option makes them very fragile and limits what we can change for the default difficulties or any future difficulties we'd like to add to the game. Lastly, there are large upcoming changes with Progression 2.0. We'd like experience and money to be gained fairly for every player and try to avoid any cheesy reward tactics if we can. Because of these reasons, we're making the following changes to custom rewards. Custom difficulty will now have an 80% reduction applied to the reward multiplier. 80% reduction. Ow. Oh, ouch. We know this is a huge change. Oh, yeah. But this should separate custom games into a challenge and fun mode and keep the default difficulties as the main route for character progression. That is a correct way of going about it. Ouch. In the second part of this major update, coming soon, trademark, we'll be adding something special to those wanting a regular, harder challenge than Nightmare and something super special. Note, current and future challenges, like the Apocalypse Challenge, will still be accessible in custom and still grant trophies for your collection. Good. Well, that's good for reward changes, just 80%. Owie, owie, but it's good. It's good for the game, but owie. Let's move on. I don't want to look at that anymore. Investigation bonuses. To compensate for the above changes, thank you, we're adding some additional rewards for playing well in the default difficulties, which will reward players who have the sharpest eye for ghost identification. We'll also be changing the rewards for secondary objectives to encourage players to complete the primary objective each game instead of ignoring it. I always do secondary objectives. Who the hell doesn't do the secondary objectives? Why is nobody doing the secondary objectives? They're fun. Added payments page to the journal. Investigation bonus. If you can identify the ghost correctly and escape alive, you will double the money and experience you earn for the primary and secondary objectives you complete during that contract. Oh, that's wonderful. Perfect investigation bonus. If you manage to complete the it's the morning. I can't. If you manage to complete the above, but additionally collect the bone and fill your journal with 3-star photos, you will gain an additional sum of money and experience on top of the investigation bonus. Secondary objectives have had their rewards reduced to make way for the investigation bonuses. Why so many nerfs? I like the buffs. Nerfs. Investigation bonuses are affected by the difficulty multiplier. Ghost types. With every update, we look into which ghosts need some love. We found that some ghosts needed some buffs and some needed changes to help with low evidence runs. Indeed. Okay. Starting with all ghosts. Hunting ghosts model flickers are now synced across all players, which should also help hunt photo reliability. I thought it was already synced, but I mean, I don't play multiplayer, so I mean, it was never really a problem for me. But when hunting, ghosts now affect lights at the same range as equipment if on the same floor. Thank you. Light flickers, any flickers of anything, was pretty confusing. The lights especially. Oh, the Raiju affects at 15 meters and all other ghosts will affect it for 10 meters. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind, I'm dumb. Wraiths. Wraiths have been adjusted to match their journal description better. Wraiths will never step in a salt pile. Are you kidding me? It's fine. We'll have a workaround. It's fine. Wraiths will never step in a salt pile, everybody. Just keep track of that. We never have to worry about not seeing feet prints. And updated the journal weakness. Thank you. Obake. Obake have finally remembered how to shapeshift. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. What do we have? During a hunt, Obake have a 6.66... 666. A 6.66% chance each time it flickers to shapeshift. To shapeshift into different ghost forms. Oh God! They will then return back to their original form. Oh God! Can you imagine getting some bad RNG there and it's just like different. Oh God, it's gonna make it pretty easy to identify, I guess, but oh my God. This is guaranteed to happen at least once per hunt, so keep your eyes peeled. Yes. Guaranteed to happen. Good. Yes. That means I have to look at it. Revenant, the legendary Revenant has been left behind in the ranks of new threatening ghosts. Yeah, it has. So we're finally returning some former glory, oh God, to the speed beast. And adjusting how this ghost hunts, hopefully placing them back on the podium. Oh God. Instead of slowing down instantly after losing line of sight, Revenant will keep their increased speed until... Or the Revenant will keep the green speed until reaching your last known position. Yay! Their speed will now decrease gradually over 2.5 seconds instead of instantly. Oh god. This is gonna be horrible. I mean, no, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Goryo. I don't know if I'm keeping this up too high, whatever. Goryo. As Goryos have a history of disobeying their roaming changes, we've finally put an end to their over-exploring ghost. Goryos can no longer change favorite room or roam long distances. Goryos can no longer change their favorite rooms. Once you find that room, it's the room. Don't worry. Hantu's secret abilities visuals have been adjusted. Hantu Cold Breath will now play in any room during hunts if the breaker is off. That is much better than it only being in the ghost room, because by the time it's already moving, you're out of there. So that's good. Hantu Cold Breath visuals have been improved. It's not going to look like fog anymore. It's just going to be smoke. Yurei can no longer use their ability when there is no door in its current room. New. The Unity rendering pipeline has been updated to URP. I don't know. I'll look it up. Spreading some of the load to GPU usage, increasing CPU performance, and allowing us to access new features. Fog has returned. Yes. Finally, the one thing that you could wait. Oh no, if it's returned, that means they made big changes to it. Uh-oh. Fog will now only be where it makes sense. And has received a visual overhaul. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, so probably basements. Locations will start at the same temperature as clear weather. Sunrise weather has been added. Oh, that's cool. Sunrise weather. Oh, I wonder what that's gonna... Ooh, I can't wait to see what that's gonna be like. Locations will start with temperatures between 10 to 18 degrees Celsius. Weather effects have now been completely recreated from the ground up. Rain and snow have received large performance increases and improved visuals. Good, I just hope it's not draining the crap out of my GPU. New graphics options have been added. Skylight for enabling sun or moonlight and ooh. Screen space ambient occlusion. I hope I said that right. It sounds cool. Fog quality. Fidelity FX 1.0 AI upscaling for better performance. I may be techie, but big words, no. I'll look it up. Only compatible with AMD RX 400 GPUs and newer / NVIDIA GTX 10 series GPUs and newer. Good, I am good to go. Anti-aliasing options. You can now choose between FXAA, SMAA, and MSAA. I can't believe I said that. VR players can only choose MSAA. If you know what those are, good for you. I'll look them up. I may be techie, but yeah. You can now place crucifixes. When placing the crucifix, you can now see the range of its effect on the... Oh, interesting. Oh, does that mean when throwing it, it doesn't count anymore? Probably. You have to place it now. No more throwing that. Great, now I gotta walk into the room. All post-processing effects have been adjusted and improved. Good. This is good. Added text option for voice recognition. This will show a UI for selecting what questions to ask the spirit box on the Ouija board. Interesting. If you swap to a new PC or reinstall Windows, your save will now revert to your personal cloud backup. Good, that's what I thought the cloud backup was for. The Steam cloud back, whatever. Changes. The smudge sticks burn effect has been improved. Again? The haunted mirrors effects and visibility have been improved. Improved glow stick model and effects. Transparent objects and effects will now receive shadow form lights. From lights. Resetting your save file will now wipe your cloud backup. Yeah. Improved performance. Improved performance on campsite maps. Good, thank you. Fingerprints have been moved on willow doors to be more consistently placed. Okay. Radios are now interactable with the breaker off. Was that a thing? All players must now be further than 5 meters from the Ouija board before it breaks, instead of just the person who activate. Oh, the Ouija board will now auto deactivate when walking outside the map. Ah, got it. Sanity pills no longer disappear when using them. Instead, they now drop on the floor and are no longer usable. I wonder, can you pick up the empty bottles? Improved all candle wax effects when lit. Improved 2 hiding spots in Sunny Meadows, one by the restricted area door and one in the restricted wing. Small tent cloth is now translucent. Wait. Does that mean they can see through it? I don't know, maybe I might just be dumb. That's fine. Okay, let's check out some fixes here. The average sanity objective will now complete at the same time for all players. The bone will no longer spawn inside other objects. Thank you. Tripods no longer count as electronic equipment after removing a camcorder. Oh, that must have sucked. I don't think I ever had that issue. I don't think I ever did something like that, but that must have sucked. Willow windows are now the correct way round. So were the fingerprints happening on the outside? The weekly challenge timer will now reset at the same time as the challenges themselves. The complete daily challenges weekly challenge will now only trigger when a daily challenge completes instead of when it progresses. You can no longer scroll to another item when placing something. Okay. The ghost room will now... What am I reading? The ghost room will now show on the board in the truck. Oh, in training. The Dojin spirit box reply will now work if you are not crouched. Oh, that would have been horrible too. That must have been horrible too. The morgue door VR grab point is now in the correct position. There you go. Hitting the crouch button, then physically crouching in VR no longer pushes you enough into the floor that the ghost and the ghost cannot kill you. This is the one thing I'm interested with VR is you can just like completely break out of physics in the game. Oh, I love it. Computer monitors in prison no longer turn on when the power is off. Okay, good. More immersion. The ghost's repelled stat will now count if you are not the host. I always play alone. Should probably find some friends to play with. In Sunny Meadows, the female hallway light switch will no longer toggle the utility room's light. Journal on and off buttons are much clearer to understand. Journal on and off buttons, that just made it more confusing for me. Journal on and off buttons. Journal on and off buttons. What the hell are the on or off buttons? I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. The EULA escape button will no longer be clickable until you scroll to the bottom. Good. The object's moved stat will now correctly count poltergeist throws. Good. I want to know how many things my poltergeist throws. Your inventory will no longer break if you grab more than one item before joining a game. Oh, that's what happened to me that one time. I remember filling up my inventory and then I jumped into a game and then there was no inventory. Room reflections will now be accurate after turning a light on and off quickly. That'll be interesting. Russian and Ukrainian fonts will no longer have gray boxes around most characters. There you go. VR death room spawn position is now correct. Alright, good. That is a lot of changes. But yeah, that's a major update. Tempest, major update, version 0.8.0.0. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can know when new content is coming out, just like this stuff. And with that, I'll see you next time.